These designs are created by stamping the clay from the outside, creating a raised surface on the inside of the piece that the glaze can then flow over and produce a pattern that's unique to each piece. I do two variations of this technique. There's the more orderly peacock eye design, where neat rows are stamped into the piece using a rotary grinding bit, which produces this interesting pattern on the outside and a peacock eye design on the inside. The other variation is the more chaotic pebble design, which uses a literal pebble that I found while walking my dog near the studio one day and have used on every single pebble piece since. It naturally has two different sizes of rounded end, which makes it perfect for scattering this pattern almost randomly across the side of the piece. There are a couple of tricks to stamping clay. Firstly, and most importantly, is the level of dryness of the clay. If it's too soft, it will just collapse immediately, and if it's too firm, you either won't be able to stamp the pattern at all, or you might be able to stamp it, but the inside of the clay will start to crack where it bends. The other trick is the way that you stamp. To get a clean stamp without collapsing the wall of the piece, you need to apply the pressure in a gentle but precise way. Rather than just ramming the stamp in and trying to press the whole thing at once, it works better if you gently roll it around, focusing the pressure on different points and building up the depth of the stamp over time. This gives a much cleaner stamp on both the outside and the inside. Finally, people often ask if the stamp pattern makes them harder to clean. Maybe slightly, but it doesn't have a big effect. Once the glaze has filled in the gaps between the stamped patterns, the actual change in height is probably only a millimetre or two, and it's all smoothed out by the glaze, making it much easier to clean than you might expect.